Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spiral Nights. I am your friendly game guy with the Readies and the Aura. Today we're going to continue where we left off in... Wait, wrong place. Readies, no bonus ducks. Today we're going to continue where we left off and do the first contact, which is just a simple talking mission with whatever her face is. Did they say her name? Well, we'll find out her name soon enough. Whatever. So let's talk to Miss Person.
Yes, sure. We'll leave it at that.
Wait, is it first contact?
Yes, do first contact. Cora, that was her name! I thought so.
What?
Her name's Cora.
How, Ryan?
Oh, irony because of the Cora. This is Intel Agent Cora, Spiral HQ. We have received a distress signal from your coordinates.
Can you invite us to it?
The what?
The
Crossing the chasm.
Let me finish with this first.
But crossing the chasm.
Ready? Story. Hush. Well, it sounds like you already had quite the adventure, the Moshi. I wish I could have just set my name to Moshi instead of the Moshi, because now I'm just going to be referred to as the Moshi. Spiral HQ will most certainly be interested in that artifact you received. It's remarkable that you were able to face off against a gremlin in the clockworks and survive. Well, gremlins aren't that tough, honestly. So, in the planet of Cradle, fascinating world, entire tier of the planet, blah 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 blah, the clockworks, which is basically the interface of dungeons that we're in. And the gremlins, well, same type of monster that we were fighting before. They discovered a town known as Haven, and they set up base of operations there. The locals have provided them food, shelter, and power. It's not Isura, which is the original planet that the Knights were from, but is home for now. Pinpoint your location. Unfortunately, you'll need to cross a massive chasm in order to reach Haven. Perhaps not your campus power, there's an elevator somewhere leading to the clockworks. So, well, by talking to her, we got some sparks of life, some prestige, which is basically experience, a Robo-Wrecker, and a Cyclops Cap. The Robo-Wrecker is a new type of sword. It automatically comes with a high bonus damage to constructs, which is a type of monster. Actually, I probably should get into the different monster types. But first, let me invite you guys to the party. We'll do advanced.
Wear the Cyclops hat.
Wear it?
Cyclops Cap. It gives you damage bonus for medium guns. Would help at the moment.
I guess anything we can get. I don't like the Cyclops Cap, though. It looks ugly.
You can always wear your default weapon as costume.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. So, ready. Stop it.
Bonus ducks.
Alright, so let me invite you to...
Did we get any new swords? Yes, we did, but I'm not going to use it because it's...
Okay, so before we continue on, let me tell you about the different types of monsters. There are 6 different types of monsters. Where is it? There's a help section that tells you about the different monsters. Problems, controls, chat, game... I can't quite remember. But at any rate, there are 6 different types of monsters, each one having their own special attributes and have a certain weakness to the different elements. There are 4 different elements. Well, technically 4. Normal, which is just, well, normal. Elemental, piercing, and shadow. 2 of each monster are weak to one of the 3 elements. There are beasts, gremlins, slimes, constructs, the undead, and I'm forgetting one. Let's see, beasts, slimes. Oh, that was right. Beasts, slimes, fiends, constructs, gremlins, and constructs. Beasts, well, I'll explain their weaknesses once we come across them, because it'll be a while before we come across each and every one.
And we don't have the typing to show off the weaknesses.
True. So we got the Cyclops Cap, which, as Ray said, gives you a medium damage bonus to any guns you have, which we have 1. So we might as well equip it so we can get some extra damage. Now, I don't like the looks of this, so I'm going to set the Spiral Crescent Helm as the helmet costume. So it still shows up, but we're getting the stats from the Cyclops Cap. The Robo-Wrecker, you can slap that on if you want. I believe in this upcoming mission we will be facing some constructs. If not this one, then the one after. So, you might... I mean, it has the exact same stats as the Proto Sword, so honestly, you don't have a reason to really use the Proto Sword. At this point, the Robo-Wrecker is probably better, because it's the same stats, although the Proto Sword has a higher level, so the damage is slightly higher.
Charge attack might be different, too.
I think the charge attack is relatively the same. I could be wrong.
Wait, this is Aura. Wait, no, that's
same.
not Aura.
Okay.
I have the Robo-Wrecker equipped.
No, I mean the guy with the blitz needles.
I think this is... that's Rendon. I think that was his name.
Why is he following us?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Did you guys pick up this? Okay.
Yep. Actually, no, I didn't. Oh well. Oh, wait, no. I think I did. No, I didn't. Oh well.
It should be on your bottom right.
Pick what?
The health capsule, but it's okay. It's okay.
Health capsules honestly just make it so you have more health. It really doesn't do anything special.
They will come in handy in the later game, though. Trust me, you'll want as much health as you can. To save time and money, we're just going to skip this loading section. Alright, so here we are. Aura, unfortunately, went on ahead before Reddy's had completely loaded in, so this area is already finished.
That goes pretty far.
Got some items in this.
We'll continue onward. So yes, the Robo-Wrecker will come in handy here. The damage is... it's nice. It's actually a pretty decent damage bonus against constructs, which you'll be facing a lot of here. And obviously, it's a trap. We have a bit of a different perspective here.
I don't like this.
Well, it's not... Hey, look, it's Ziggs!
Ziggs, what are you doing here?
Thought you could just walk away with the artifact, did you? Hand it over now, or I'll light this fuse and turn you into a million tiny smoldering bits.
No, I should do the voices.
It's funny because
looks like we got no chance, or this gizmo isn't worth dying over.
You know,
I like how he said the names of everybody in one sentence.
That's actually very impressive.
Perfect. I'll keep the artifact and burn you all to the ground.
Please
all the same.
stop.
Stereotypical villain trade-off. Cliche.
Oh god. Oh,
Hold up.
Lag. Oh jeez.
Oh my word. My Spiral Knight stopped responding. Wow.
Welcome to TSU.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm good now. Dear God.
Okay, that was a lot of lag. Now obviously fire is not something you want to touch, so you'll want to avoid this with precision and skill and beauty.
And
unlike me, because now I'm burning. Ow. 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 Unfortunately, shielding does not block fire damage. You wish it did.
No, but shielding does block the first initial contact.
I didn't mean to do that.
Fortunately, there's some hard crates if you took a little damage from the fire. I'm so used to using guns, I'm not really accustomed to using swords.
Where's Reddy's?
Jeez. Where are you? Reddy's, why are you still back there?
Reddy's?
Reddy's?
I think Reddy's gate. Oh, there he is.
Well, thanks, Reddy's. Now I'm on fire. Fortunately, I have a health potion that I can use. You can use your inventory items by pressing the number key that corresponds to the item slot.
Can I use my Vita pod?
If you've taken some damage, actually yes, you have taken quite a bit. How did you take that much damage?
How do I use it?
I just explained how.
It's like in a corner and I can't get it.
You press the number key that corresponds to the slot it's in.
Well, it's not in a slot.
What do you mean it's not in a... No, oh, you mean the Vita pod. Oh, okay. That's not something you use. It gives you more health.
Oh. That's stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It gives you free health.
That's so stupid.
Shut up, Laura.
Where do we go?
This way? Have you never played an RPG before? You noobling. That's what I said. This way.
No, I was telling Reddy's.
I'm pretty sure Reddy's knows where to go, considering he's played this game before. Or
but he went the wrong way.
No, he didn't go the wrong way.
Yes, he did.
He went the right way.
Watch out, fire. There's fire there. Be careful, there's fire. Watch out, there's fire!
Aura, we don't need you micromanaging our work.
I'm just telling you to be careful, there's fire.
We can clearly see the fire.
There is fire! Fire!
Viewers, I'm sorry.
You gotta be careful. I'm just trying to keep, you all healthy. Don't want none of you burnt. Don't want a toasty night.
Hey, look, it's Ziggs.
Ziggs? I hate Ziggs.
Is that another artifact?
Alright, I guess I'll voice act Ziggs again.
Can you not?
I'm gonna do it.
Can you not? Thank you.
What? You're still here?
I can hear you, Aura.
Is that a pyro flamethrower?
It looks like it.
GG no read.
Although it's green. So, here we are, fighting Razwog.
Take our
for the first and probably only time. We'll see.
Take our bucket, bro.
So, if you want to get up close and personal with him, you can. But I do just suggest being careful with it, because that spin attack could wreck you. And you will want to watch out for that flamethrower. You can toss some rockets his way, because they'll do a pretty sizable amount of damage, actually. Wave of fire. And he's just about dead. Couple more hits, and he's down.
Get 360 no-scope headshot.
But you're using a sword. Oh, he's still... I thought he was dead.
Take that.
Watch out for the gun puppies.
Oh!
If the gun puppies give you any trouble, just take them out first. And Razwog should be dead soon.
How do I shield dash?
Right and shift. We learned all of this in the first episode, Laura. And there we go, Razwog's dead. He's turned to stone.
Not the shield dash.
There's a strange crimson symbol on Razwog's clothing. Interesting. Alright, so let's step on the switch. Oh, wait, did anyone... Oh, okay, you got the artifact.
Thanks, Aura. I thought we were done back there. Let's get the... Okay.
Alright, let's step on the switch. That should extinguish the fire. Yep. We can make our way through.
Watch out, fire! Freddy's on fire.
How? The fire was put out.
Fire!
Let's grab the stuff in these prize boxes. And whoa! Oh!
Whoa,
I thought those were enemies for a second.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Baron.
Back away! Get away from me!
So, Farron, Lieutenant of the Spiral Order, eh?
Alright guys, this is it. We're in Haven! Woo!
Or are we?
I don't know how to shield bash. I used to do it before.
Shield and left click, son.
It's not letting me.
Oh well.
Right! No!
That's how you shield bash.
That wasn't a shield bash.
Yes, that was a shield bash.
How come I can shield bash?
Well, that's just probably because you suck.
Advance now.
Alright, so we'll meet you guys after this loading screen once more, because loading screens take up too much time and money. Reddies, why weren't you talking?
Because I wasn't in the call.
Why?
Because it kind of super slowly downed my Spire Knight, so I just decided that if I left, it would make it faster.
Oh, you mean after the whole explosion?
Yeah, that part was nasty. It's like you using that weapon. I forgot what's that weapon called.
Oh, the virulent catalyzer.
I can't wait till we stack 2 of them.
Oh wait, you're going to get one too?
Well, I don't know. I might get a version of it because I mean I'm going to gunslinger, so.
Touche.
It'd be nice if we split up power.
Alright everyone, we're back.
Also,
After doing that, you should reach rank 2, and you'll get a couple of interesting things. You'll get the Slime Slasher, which is another sword. It's, yet again, same power as the other ones, but this one has a high damage bonus against slimes. So, if you ever face some slimes and jump with them, you can take out this. And your first bomb, the Proto Bomb. This is an introduction for any of you aspiring bombermen out there. I warn you now, the early game will not be easy for you bombermen, so you have been warned. You also get a couple of cracked fire crystal for your troubles, as well as a fencing jacket, which gives you a medium damage bonus on swords. So for any of you aspiring swordsmen out there, slap this on for a little extra damage. Well, here we are at... Brendan wants to teach us how to use the bomb. I will do that. Okay, so we'll just head here to this arsenal. We'll equip the bomb. Now, as you probably noticed, you only have 2 weapon slots. You can get extra weapon slots, however, those cost energy. Energy are the real-world currency for Spiral Knights, so if you want energy, you'll have to pay actual money. However, if you have enough crowns, you can trade some for 100 energy, depending on what the price is in the market. So, yeah. So we'll just replace the... I'll just replace the thing, the Robo-Wrecker for now, just to show off the bomb. Now, Reddy is on his other Spiral Knight, is a professional bomberman, so... What you see him doing here is what he does for a living. Bombs, you can't just throw them out. You have to charge them up all the way. Once you set it down, kaboom, goes the dynamite. Bombermen are most definitely the most interesting of all of the 3 different archetypes. Just in the fact that first off, you can't just... Well, I mean, you can throw bombs down willy-nilly if you have enough charge time reduction. What is charge time reduction? Well, that's...
Are we still waiting for Reddy?
Yes, we are waiting for Reddy's. Charge time reduction will reduce the charge time for any of your weapons, not just bombs. How to get that? Well, we'll go over that a little later. That's one of the unique variants that you can get on weapons. For example, the Robo-Wrecker's high damage bonus to constructs, that is a unique variant, but that is a unique variant that this kind of weapon will always have.
Poros!
Poros? We're not playing League, Aura. That's not a Poro,
What?
that's a...
That's
Why
sad.
Poros?
I made myself a sandwich and it took that long.
Oh, did you load in, or are you still loading?
No, I loaded it in, but I took as much time with a sandwich.
Okay.
I guess we're not done yet.
I believe after we cross this, we will reach Haven.
Guess we still have to do... no, can't cross it. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I didn't see.
Nothing those ways.
If I was in real life, I would be so scared right now.
This is the town square, and this will take you straight into Haven. So, let's take our first step into Haven. Haven is where... Haven is the main hub for the rest of the game. You will be spending a good deal of your time here. Before we get to anything else, we're going to take you on a tour of Haven because, let's be frank, Haven is huge. There is a lot to see and a lot to do. So before we continue with any story missions, we'll give you guys a little tour of Haven.
Wait,
and we'll skip this loading screen.
Items?
And we'll skip the loading screen in order to save time and money. Oh, it's Cora again. Hello, Cora. You've made it, Lamoshi. I'm happy to see you arrive here in Haven safe and sound. I'll confirm with Spiral HQ that you will now be undertaking missions in Haven. To start, I've issued you a few missions that will help you get acclimated with all that Haven has to offer. Be sure to say hello to the strangers as you begin exploring. Strangers? The inhabitants native of Haven are called strangers. You can't miss them. They're the towering, cloaked figures with masks. Despite their intimidating appearance, they have been extremely helpful to us and mostly keep to themselves. The odd little birds in town seem like them anyway. So just be sure to say hello when you see a fellow stranger. Oh, basically she's telling you about energy. Energy is, like I said, the real-world currency. You can use energy on different things throughout the world, and they're pretty cheap. But for the most part, yeah. Oh! For this, you get some more prestige, 3 sparks of life, and a cracked fire crystal recipe. With this, you will be able to create cracked fire crystals at will. But to make them, you will need 3 dim fire crystals. Dim fire crystals are the crystals you'll need for 1-star items, which I don't believe we've gotten into yet, have we? No, we are still not in 1-star items yet. Now, we're not going to do these missions quite yet. Actually, no, these missions will give us a fairly decent tour. So, let's get right to it. Now, all of these missions are talking missions. Each one of them will give you some rewards. The last ones will give us our first 1-star gear. So, first let's go to reporting for duty. Well met, soldier. Good work reaching our base camp here in Haven. I'm Lieutenant Farron. I've been assigned by Captain Oslo to oversee our Clockworks mining operation. Before you lies the arcade, a fascinating complex that serves as our link into the heart of the Clockworks. Since you're new here, I'll give you a quick rundown of what Spiral HQ is doing here. After the Skylock crash, this primary Terrium core exploded, destroying a portion of the ship and leaving it without a main power source. Since so far we haven't found several hundreds of Terrium just lying around, the bird has effectively lost its wings. With the help of the strangers, we were able to set up a small base of operations here in Haven. Once we got our systems online, we discovered that within the heart of this rock resonates a power signature of unprecedented magnitude. Only we could harness it somehow. That's exactly right. The core of the Clockworks could very well contain the energy source we need to create a new power source for the Sky can restore to the operational condition. There's only one problem. The Clockworks themselves seem to be built like some kind of crazy death trap. Reaching the core ain't going to be easy. I'm up to the task. That's the kind of spirit I like to see. Continue to complete mission Spiral HQ as they are assigned to you. With the help, we can stand a chance at reaching the core and saving Asher. Roger that, Lieutenant. Then I now authorize you to take on arcade missions. You can have access to the arcade via your mission interface or approach the gates directly here in the arcade shell. It's a massive world beneath your feet waiting to be explored. Good luck to you. For that, we get some fire crystals and some prestige. Now, before we continue on, I'll show you a little bit more of the arcade. Now, as he said, basically the arcades are long, extended dungeon runs. If you walk up to any one of these gates, you can press the left mouse to activate it, and you will be able to scroll down and see what levels will come ahead of you. Now, as you can see, there's 3 tiers, each one starting at a certain depth. Tier 2 and 3 are grayed out because we do not have access to that yet. We are not a high enough star rank. There are 3 tiers, as I just said, and each one of them has 2 star ranks. Tier 1 is assigned for 0 and 1 starred knights. Tier 2 is assigned to 2 and 3 starred knights, and the 3rd tier is for 4 and 5 star knights. And once we reach a certain rank, then we will be able to access the next tier. So, at the moment, the farthest that we can go is here. Anything past that, we are not allowed to go to. This is actually a boss run, but we won't get into that yet. You can do any of the arcade runs anytime you like. All you need to do is come to the arcade and come to the gates, or you can just open up your mission interface and click on the arcade tab. You can access it that way. There's a couple of other things here in the arcade that I'd like to show you. We'll start here on the left side. This is a Krogmo alchemy machine. And this is Sullivan, the Coliseum Rewards Supervisor. Oh, hi, Reddies. Now, all of these things you see here are recipes for weapons and other different types of gear. He's our Coliseum Reward Supervisor because he, well, is head for the Coliseum. Coliseum is basically the PvP for Spiral Knights. We will get into this later after I've explained everything else in this episode. The Krogmo Alchemy Machine is what you use in order to craft special modules and other trinkets. However, you'll need quite a couple of recipes in order to craft these. We'll come back to this later once we actually have the materials to, make something. So do keep that in mind. Alchemy Machine is where you're going to be going to learn your recipes and craft things. However, we don't... Actually, wait, I think we have a recipe. Actually, yeah, we do have one recipe. Whoops, wrong button. We have the recipe for the cracked fire crystals, so we'll learn that. And here, you can see any recipes you have. Obviously, this is the only one we have. To make 5 cracked fire crystals, we need to use 3 dim fire crystals. But we won't bother doing that, as cracked fire crystals won't be very important. So any recipes you learn, and if you want to make something, you can just find an alchemy machine. And there are alchemy machines spread out all over the place, so they're pretty easy to find. Over here, we just have 5 of the different crystals that you can find. We'll go into those later. This is a mysterious alchemy machine. This was added a couple of patches ago. These are specific weapons and gear that were only available through special events. However, now if you have the materials to make said weapon, you can make them here. But we won't be bothering with this yet again for quite some time because we are not high ranked enough to equip any of this stuff. And there's another alchemy machine over here for your troubles.
I want the deadly candy poker.
Well, you'll need the materials for that, my friend. So, that's everything here in the arcade. So now, let's go shopping.
Literally.
Welcome to the Haven Bazaar. I'm not in the bazaar, though.
Welcome to...
Okay. Welcome to the Haven Bazaar. It's a pleasure to meet you, the Moshi. My name is Bechamel. Since I work here in the bazaar, Spiral HQ is asking me to show new arrivals around this fabulous epicenter of the commerce and let them know everything it has to offer. So let's go on a quick tour, shall we? Try and keep up. I walk fast. Lead the way, Bechamel. Oh, okay, so it was just that. Alright, I was a little confused. Strangers like Quillian here sell you weapons and armor. Each one specializes in a particular kind of item, so talk to them and find out what they carry. They're not very chatty, but they always have a fresh stock of items every day. Just be sure that you've reached the appropriate rank to equip an item. Do strangers sell anything else besides weapons and gear? I'm glad you asked. They certainly do. Let's head over to Vitel. Vitel will sell you a selection of recipes as well as personal color changers and other items. Recipes for weapons and gear? That's right. You can acquire recipes and materials in order to alchemize weapons and gear at alchemy stations. Come on, I'll show you one. Well, you already know about the alchemy machine since I showed you this in the arcade. So, we've got it. Thank you, Bechamel. This we get a couple of dim fire crystals. Now, yet again, I'm going to show you back around. So, talking to Vitel, he's got general goods, which are basically he's always got crystals, any crystals that you can afford. Some supply packs. These are just for missions and such. And here he has recipes for different things. Now, remember, Vitel, Quillian, and the other person, they restock every day. So the recipes that you see here will not be the same recipes the next day. So do make sure you keep checking in every now and again. Because, well, as I just said, the recipes and such will change. So that's Vitel. Grieve is... oh, that was his name. Grieve. He is the armor merchant. Any armor and such, you can come to him to get. Now, so as you can see, this stuff is pretty expensive. But we can't even if we have the money to get that, we won't be able to equip it. Kragan is the shield merchant. He sells different types of shields. Where is he? Oh, over here. Over here, we have my personal favorites, Ricasso and Quillian, specifically Ricasso. We'll talk to Quillian first. He is the blade merchant. He'll be selling swords. Now, I know these swords may not look too interesting, but this is getting somewhat close to what I was talking about. Now, as you see, we can't equip these because we are not high enough of a rank. That and these are star 2 swords. We can only equip 0 and 1 star equipment. So it'll be a while before we can equip that kind of stuff. Now, as you can see, the swords are fairly pricey, even for just 1 star swords. So I don't suggest getting anything from here for the time being. You'll get fairly decent stuff anyway. Everything here that you see that is from 150 to 3,000 crowns is the same. However, I do believe his stock will switch out every day for the swords down here. So, once again, keep checking in with him. Same goes for Ricasso. Now, remember how I said there were 3 archetypes of knights? Sword masters, gunslingers, and bombermen? Well, Reddies and I will be your friendly neighborhood gunslingers, so you'll be seeing us use a lot of the guns here. Bombs? Not so much. But guns? Yes. Also, keep this gun line in mind. These 2 gun lines. The auto gun and the alchemers. Keep those in mind. Those will become relevant later. But not now, because we're poor, and we can't afford those. And even if we could, we can't equip them. I don't believe Bosco is the one I'm looking for. No. Who we are looking for is over here. Punch, the variant smith. Back then when I was talking about charge time reduction, how I said it's a variant, well, Punch here can put different variants on your items, such as high damage bonus versus constructs, or just a high damage bonus period, or charge time reduction, the works. If you want him to put a variant on an item, first you need to select an item, and then you have to purchase a variant ticket. However, the tickets are extremely expensive. You can see for just one random variant on an item costs 20,000 crowns, which is stupidly expensive. So, yeah. This is Vice, the Unbinding Smith. If you haven't a unique variant on an item but you don't want it, or you want to put something else down, you can talk to him for an unbinding ticket. However, these tickets cost energy, with the 5-star ones costing 4,000 energy. So, do keep this in mind. Those two can be important to talk to if you're into that sort of stuff. Here we have Cosma, the Spiral Quartermaster. Talking to her will open the supply depot. The supply depot you can go to open up and buy any weapons or gear. So remember how I said there's more to the game than meets the eye? This is why. This is the kind of stuff you'll be getting into late game. Marvel at it now. Now, unfortunately, we can't access anything else for the time being, but more will come open to us later. What is it?
There's a lot of humans here.
Yes. Brinks is the token trader. Later down the line, we'll be picking up quite a few tokens. Some random tokens you can find off the ground. And when we get into the boss runs, you will get tokens each time you beat the boss. If you keep farming the bosses, you'll obviously amass quite a few tokens. So you can come here and get some special weapons and gear. Weapons and gear here can only be gotten through the use of tokens, unless you go to the marketplace. The marketplace I'll show you in a second. So a weapon such as this, the Snarble Bar, you can only get this if you have 10 Frumious Fangs. Frumious Fangs are acquired from actually the first boss that we'll be facing. We won't be facing it anytime soon, though.
For now.
For now. Now that that's finished, we will head to the Advanced Training Hall to learn some useful techniques, as well as acquire our first 1-star item. Welcome to the Advanced Training Hall, Lamoshi. Here you will find useful survival tips to help you on your journey through the clockworks. Would you like a tour of the facilities? Honestly, no thanks, because I can help you guys with this. Either way, he'll send you off to train, and once you do, you will be able to complete the mission. Okay, so after doing that, you'll complete the mission, and you get your first 1-star item. A gun, the Super Stun Gun. As you can see, it has a very high charge time reduction. That is a unique variant. However, that is automatically going to be on this gun. This also has a good chance of causing moderate stun. Oh, I think I actually forgot to talk about status effects. Stun is one of the status effects. Stun will make you move extremely slow, and it will increase your charge time a lot. It's not a very common status, but you'll still want to watch out for it. So, we might as well go here, show it off. Now, as you can see, it's a bit more powerful than the Proto-Gun. Higher starred items are always a lot more powerful than previous starred variants. So we'll take a couple of shots with this gun. It's got 3 shots as usual. This is the training hall, by the way. You can come here if you want to brush up on your techniques and such. Some basic fire ranges and such. These are the different vials that will inflict the different types of status effects, which I will actually talk to you about now. This is actually a curse vial. This is the rarest status effect. There is only one line of weapons in the game that can inflict that status. We will talk about that later. The curse status makes it where you are unable to... Well, you are still able to, but certain weapons in your inventory will be cursed. 2 weapons will always be cursed if you yourself are cursed. So if you only have 2 weapon slots, well, you're in a bit of trouble. If you're cursed and you use a weapon that is cursed, you will take damage every time you use it. So I suggest you either wait till the curse wears off, or just go reckless and die. This is a burning vial. This will inflict the fire status, which will do fire damage over time, as you can see. This is a freeze vial. A pretty annoying one, actually. This will freeze you solid. You can still move around, like how I'm moving my mouse now, and I can look different ways, but you cannot move from place to place. You are stuck in that one spot until you get attacked, or until the freeze wears off. Poison isn't...
Or an ally helps you with a slash attack.
True. Poison is an interesting status effect, in that it doesn't do damage over time like you think poison would do. It decreases a monster's damage output and allows you to deal extra damage to them. However, against other knights, it will only decrease their damage output, but it will decrease it by a lot. By 66%.
Guys, I'm stuck. I can't get out.
Anyway,
Okay. I was stuck in ice.
your damage will be decreased by 66%, meaning you'll deal only a third of the damage you normally would. Shock vials. Shock is actually considered one of the strongest stat items in the game. You will take damage periodically and spaz out, interrupting your next action. So, do be careful of that.
The shield can block the damage, though.
Now, this is a sleep vial. I'm telling you now, sleep... First off, there is not a single weapon in the game you can use that will inflict a sleep status on another knight, so don't even bother about it. And second, sleep's a pretty useless status. It puts the enemy to sleep, but they heal while they're asleep. So don't even bother with it. And I already talked to you about the stun affliction because of the super stun gun.
Stun's effects are probably one of the hardest things to find also, next to curse.
Actually, no, ready. Status afflictions are pretty common on weapons that will, actually afflict said status.
Still, stun isn't that often found.
Oh, true. Stun is very rare. Now then, we will go do the last mission in the rank 2 line. We'll visit the lab. Okay, here we are at the lab. Here we need to talk to Morlin. Greetings, Demoshi. I hear you've recently arrived in Haven from across the Great Chasm. While you were out there, did you encounter any of our battle sprites? What's a battle sprite? Ah, that's right, you're a new recruit. Most knights encounter their first round on the battlefield. Chances are you've not had the opportunity to see one yet. Allow me to explain. Okay, I'm actually going to explain this because that's not an accurate picture of a battle sprite. So, just talk to him, you'll get the Big Beast Basher, which is another 1-star sword. This has a naturally high damage bonus against beasts, so think of it like the Super Slime Slasher, but for beasts. Well, that's all of the 2-1 missions. We'll get to the 2-2 missions next episode. But before we end this off, I do want to go over a couple of other things here. Now, as he was talking about the battle sprites, there are basically 3 different pets that you can get. I can't show them on screen at the moment. I will show them in the next episode, as there's a mission that comes up where there are 3 different missions where you will encounter each of the 3 different types of pets, which I will go over once that happens. This is also an important alchemy machine. This is the pet alchemy machine, as we like to call it. This will allow you to craft food for your pets, and trust me, you're going to want to craft this food. You need it in order to level up your pet once you get it. But that's really all I can say for the pets right now. So, oh wait, no, there is actually one other place I forgot to show, so we will head there now. Okay, the place I wanted to show you guys was the town square for Haven. It's got a little Christmassy holiday cheer to it since, it's the holidays and such. But the big thing that I wanted to show you here was, well, there's a couple things. Here you can talk to this guy if you want to go to the energy depot, where you can get some energy. A little bit of lag since there's so many people. You'll mainly be coming here to converse and find some friends and such, so you want to hit anyone up, this is usually the place to meet them. There's another pet alchemy machine here. To the west, you will reach another area that I will actually go to in a bit. To the north is the arcade, and to your left, you'll get to the market. But this is what I wanted to show. This is the auction house, basically the big market. You can come here to auction off and buy practically anything in the game. If you want to find a certain item, now in the feature tab you'll always see, the big things right now. So this thing, the Chromatic Wings, or some wings, an accessory, and this is a Prime Bomb Head mask. Now if you want to look for something, you can search for it by the category, like if it's a sword, a gun, a bomb, some sort of gear of some sort. Or you can search by the recipes that you own if there's something that you're looking for. If you're looking for the item that's going to be crafted by the recipe itself, or a component that you need to build into that recipe to make the item. So let's say we want to find a Big Beast Basher. We can search Big Beast. We can run a search on it. Spiral Knights is not responding. Okay, well, I didn't expect the Big Beast Basher to be for sale, but you get the idea. If there's anything you're looking for, you can come here, search it up. Now, the prices can be pretty, the prices can be pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Negotiable, or they can be fairly outrageous. It all depends on the item. Higher star items that are harder to come by, like items that you can't buy naturally, those are going to be very pricey. So if you're trying to get something rare, you'd best be willing to pay a top dollar for it. On the other hand, if you find something that's pretty rare, you can sell off for quite a couple of crowns. So always keep the auction house in mind. If there's something that you're looking for and it's just really tough for you to get, the auction house might be the place for you. You can make a lot of money from it.
Keep in mind, if you don't sell the item you're selling, that extra money you have to pay for will be stolen from you.
Okay, I'm back.
However, if
yeah.
the item does sell, the item is the extra money you pay is refunded.
That's right. I forgot to mention that. When you auction something off, you have to pay a bonus fee equal to 10% of what you are expecting from it. If it doesn't sell, a high order. If it doesn't sell, then you lose the extra 10% of money that you had to pay. If not, and you actually, sell it off, you'll get that money back. Now, this is the last place I actually forgot to show off, the garrison. The Hall of Heroes is where you'll be going for your promotions. Promotions we'll talk about a little later. There's another alchemy machine over here if you want. There's another entrance to the arcade, and this is the guild hall. The guild hall is only accessible if you, actually have a guild. You can visit other guilds, but if you don't have a guild and you walk into the guild hall, well, it'll just be empty. I actually used to belong to a guild, but I stopped playing for a little, got back into it, but I don't think I'll go back to the guild. So I already put quite a couple of crowns down into it, and I think I'll just leave it at that. So that's pretty much all of Haven. That's the hub world you're going to be living in for the most part, minus the guild hall. In the next episode, we will start tackling the next set of missions, the two missions, where you will be encountering the pets. So, we'll see you all next time.